Hi cellos, I'm going to do the all-county cello music for you. So what I'm going to do first is play through the whole audition page, and then I will go back and talk about some practice strategies for those of you who need that. Okay, so first things first is the G major scale. Remember when you play a scale that it's all about your sound, your tone, okay, and intonation, and also maybe doing some vibrato for those of you who can do that. Okay, so it says at 90, ready, and better sound than I did, especially that G was really out of tune. So play better in tune than I just did. All right, so the first excerpt is The Epic Adventure by Katherine Greisinger, and it says that quarter note is at 124, which is pretty quick. You're going to want to play really short and try to get these accents, okay? All right, 1, 2, 3. And I kind of goofed that last measure. I'm sorry, okay? As you all know, I'm not the best cellist in the world, so my string crossings are not very good. So I'll come back later and talk about how to practice that slowly and get a better sound, okay? But at least that gives you the idea, okay? All right, the next one is Riding the Rails by Richard Myers. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you definitely want to play those eighth notes off the string, okay? All right, and then Dance of Iscariot, lots of half position. Okay, and I apologize, the measure before 29, I played the bottom note. For an audition, you should really play the top note. So I apologize. So when it says divide right there, just play the top notes, okay? All right, so on that G major scale, I think most of you are good on this. Just make sure you see natural and then make that nice smooth shift. And as you get higher on your cello with your fingers, get lower and closer to the bridge. I mean, not on it, but closer to the bridge. And don't be afraid to press down and really get that sound to come out, okay? And then when you come down, bring that whole hand back so that you're in tune, okay? And I think the rest of that scale will be just fine for you. Now, on the Epic Adventure, it's all about those string crossings. So if I were you, I would even practice maybe open strings, just like G and D, right? And I'm not using a lot of bow. I would not be going, that's a mess. So, and they want, it's kind of funky because the first accent's on a down bow and the second one's on a up bow. So, okay, so you have to really watch that. And then, okay, but then there's also the conundrum with the left hand, right? So you've got to block your first finger across both strings. And then you've got that nasty fourth finger, which I did with a first finger, not very well. But if you can shift that fast, it's worth it, okay? Because it's hard to do with a 4. You could even maybe bump it with a 3, maybe just pivot forward a little bit. So, but I'm not getting a good sound on that either. I've even seen kids put one finger on top of the other to get a better sound, but that obviously didn't work for me either. But then, yeah. Now, I would say starting on the third line of it, those numbers are tiny, like 108, 109, 110, where it goes D, F, D, D, F, D. That's where you can really start putting the accents in because it's not so many string crossings, right? So, whoops. Okay, so that can help you. All right. Now, on this riding the rails, where you have this swing low, sweet chariot, lots of bow, especially here. You don't need so much. Now, pull a lot on that E because that next note needs to be huge. It's got to be really loud. So maybe you don't need to pull a lot, but really put some muscle into it. So down, down, up. 2, 3. Down, down, up. Whoops. Bounce. Okay. All right. Excerpt number 3, Dance of Iscariot. This is the one where you've got lots of weird half position. Okay, so I'm going to go really slow. Back, open, extend forward, slide into regular first. Now vibrato here, lift. Now get a good sound, get at the frog for this C string note. Down, up, up. So play 27 again, down, up, go up. Now 3, now here, go to half position. 2, 1, 2. Forward to first position. Back to half. Back to first. Half. And you can play a 3 probably right here. Okay? Does that make sense? All right, cellos, if you do that, you're going to be great. You'll be good to go. So practice hard. You got until the end. You got the first week of November is recording day. All right, bye.